Hello YouTube, this is Zeph again, or Zim, I don't even know what I should call myself. I should just be Zeph. Well, this is Zeph again. Just wanted to tell you that I haven't made a video in a really long time. I am sorry for that. I moved to a new place. I live in Mexico, if people want to know. But where do you live, Zeph? Well, I live in Ensenada. Where is that? That is in Baja California. So it technically is in Mexico. It's just like an hour and a half from the border. Yeah, I wanted to make a video because people seem to have forgotten me. Well, that's good for you. You have life. You have to do things. But to actually show that I actually live in a new place is because I have the phone book. See? See that? The phone book of Ensenada. It's all in Spanish. And here, I had to go through a horrific experience. And I'll tell you that. Since I live with my mom, since I study here and I live with my mom, she has medical practice here because she's a homeopathic doctor. Well, besides that, she told me one of her clients had a brother who would go drive me to the United States because he drives a semi-truck. She said, oh, it'd be easy. She said it would only be a day. My mistake. Well, actually, it was her mistake, but my mistake too. I told her I didn't want to go, but she said go anyway. I went there with only a supply of few clothes and thinking that I was only going to stay there for a day maximum. The trip spends for 3 days. I did not bathe, or brush my teeth, or comb my hair, or anything for those 3 days. I was the most disgusting, repulsing thing in the world, and we didn't even have hotels. I lived inside of a semi-truck for 3 days. Like hand and mouth and everything. I had to eat horrific food for 3 days. Not to say anything about American fast food, but it gets old really fast. Really soon. But that wasn't even the worst part of it. The thing is, it gets so hot in that semi-truck. It was not even funny. I was sweating bullets. And I was crying. But no one noticed that I was crying because I wanted to put on a front. But besides that, it was awful. The man who was driving me in his semi, we slept inside the semi-truck, but he had horrific snoring. Like, I'm not even sure if it was possible for people to sleep and snore that much and not wake themselves up. He snored so much that his body shook violently. I'm like, how is that possible to sleep and snore with your whole entire body? But that was the worst part of it. I could cry, and he wouldn't hear me. But that actually strike that. That was not the worst part of it. The worst part of it, that I think of it now, was because since he drove a semi-truck, he required a Sentry Pass. A Sentry Pass is innately a fast pass for people who have large vehicles or something like that. So he was able to go through the Sentry way. I, on the other hand, had to walk all the way around more than a quarter of a mile to the border of San Diego and go wait in a line for 3 hours. Well, actually, 1 hour was pertaining to walking, but 2 hours I had to wait in a line. It wasn't even fun. But anyways, I waited there, and waited there, and waited there. Well, I say only took 10 minutes. That was the worst trip I ever had taken, and I was miserable through the entire thing, and I wanted so badly for it to be all over. And so finally, when it was all done, I was already going through of the thought of murdering myself or murdering him, but he wouldn't have even heard me if I made like a marching band come through SemiTruck. But all in all, that was the worst trip ever, and I wanted to share that with you because I know people go through the most horrific things, and people aren't perfect. And to make you feel better, I told you a little bit about my own misery. So, like this video, do whatever, share it with other people, or steal my story and then tell other people that perfect copywriting. Fantastic.